You ready? Of course you are. 142. Here we go.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
I got him!
So don't get cocky.
This is about what's going to happen.
Welcome to DeaconLive. DeaconLive.
Welcome back, guys. On today's show, a criminal eats the wrong kind of carrots and lose weight with Dawn Powerwash, and what happens when an AI talks to another AI, and how this 12-year-old gets a late-night snack. All this and much more we'll discuss here on DeaconLive. And for the next 60 minutes or so, we'll get you up to date on social news stories and viral videos you might have missed over the last couple days, and we'll be talking about it here in the upcoming few. How are you? How are things going? Are you doing all right? Are you getting along with everyone? I hope you are, but right now, TikTok is not getting along with this person. This person is part of my childhood. This person who's now on TikTok has been in the news. This person on TikTok now is from the beautiful state of Florida. She was accused of doing something, and the court found her not guilty, and she went off in hiding, and the whole world was after her. The whole world hated her, and now, for whatever reason, 17 years later, she's on TikTok, and she's trying to make some money. I don't know. Trying to tell her side of the story. I don't know. But don't forget, for every podcast we do, we have a matching video over on YouTube. Just search DeaconLive Podcast. You can see all this stuff in real time as we're talking about it here on the air. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4. Let me make sure I got the right video up. So who is this person? It's Casey Anthony. And let's see how the world of TikTok is treating Casey Anthony. So here we go.
Not a single one of us want to hear from you. I don't know how you got here, but you need to be up out of here by 5 o'clock.
This beautiful little girl is Kaylee Anthony. She was 2 years old when her life was taken from her.
According to the prosecutor, according to the evidence, they believed that Casey had used chloroform to knock her baby out and then duct taped her nose and her mouth.
Casey has now joined TikTok to try to reinvent her image.
Yes, our justice system did fail this sweet little girl because Casey Anthony should be behind bars.
While her body was sitting there in the woods by herself in a bag, this was her mother.
You were out getting tattoos while she was missing. You were out partying while she was missing. You're out partying now.
30 days. Her daughter was missing and not a sign of remorse on her face while she was out partying with different men.
Jury still found her not guilty. Not only did she walk, not only did she get her freedom when she should have got the needle, now y'all want to make her famous?
It's bad enough that she's able to walk around free as if she didn't do shit. Do not give her a platform to monetize off of that child.
The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both.
So there she is. And that's the way I guess TikTok is feeling about it. I guess they don't like her. They don't like her being on TikTok. Would you? So for more on this story, let's go over to Court TV and see what they have to say over there.
Advocate.
Oh,
she says,
hold on, listen.
Me over with a feather. Casey Anthony is a legal advocate. She says it's time to stand in the light and advocate for herself and for her daughter, Kaylee. She's on TikTok. She's talking all about it. So what comes next? Bill Cosby advocates for sex assault prevention? Come on. Those two despised defendants might be walking free, but that doesn't mean that crime victims advocacy and the movement wants their help. Advocating for Kaylee? Now? Really?
Really?
That beautiful angel needed an advocate back in June of 2008. Where were you then, Casey Anthony?
All right, so Casey Anthony is on TikTok now, and she's only posted 2 videos, and this is her first video. Of course, it's from a car. Of course, she's sitting in a car, and it's the middle of the day. She's on a park somewhere, probably where Casey Anthony's body was, discovered. And she looks okay. She looks older. She's put on a couple LBs, but not anything substantial. She looks a little bit more mature. She's got a tattoo on her. I guess that's her left upper arm here. Her bicep looks like a rainbow flag or just a rainbow saying, I don't know what it says on it. It's got some letters underneath it. So let's see what Casey Anthony in her first video on TikTok literally has to say.
I sweat to death.
Sweat to death. There she is.
Today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. This is my first of probably many recordings on a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011. And in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity. My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to.
All right, so there she is. She's an advocate now, and I think her thing is Casey Anthony Substack or something like that. So be careful out there. There's a couple, like this one says Casey Anthony Official, which is not her thing, but this is the video that she had on it. So there you have it. How do you feel about that? Now, that was 17 years ago. There's probably some people on TikTok right now who don't even know who Casey Anthony is. Now, keep in mind, yes, the whole world was against her, except for the proof that she actually killed her child. All right, there was no proof there. Of course, the court of law, we failed her, whatever you want to say. The O.J. Simpson, same thing. But don't forget, there's other people out there in the music and the entertainment industry that has killed people, and we've let them completely continue on with their life. For example, do you remember Vince Neil? Got drunk and killed one of the band members, his best friend, in a car wreck? Yeah, we still let him go out there and eat double cheeseburgers. What about Bruce Jenner? When he had his transformation over to Caitlyn Jenner, smashed into a lady in L.A. and killed her. He's still walking around. And then many years ago, Matthew Broderick over in Europe killed a pedestrian, ran right over him. We still think he's a lovable guy. We've let those things go. So what's for us to say, no, we don't agree with this, but we do agree with this. This is okay. Oh, you killed someone? Was that person important? No? Fuck him. You make great movies, Matthew Broderick. You make great music, Vince Neil. Bruce Jenner, you did something great a long time ago. We're going to let you go. You get the bypass on that. So, we have to look into ourselves as far as what we consider, bad and where we're going to draw the line as far as that. So if you're at that point, you know what? She was found innocent, whether you believe her or not, but she's out there. So I'm going to let you guys handle it. I don't get too involved with that, but we'd love to hear from you. And the way you can do that is go to Prophet Radio, proud sponsors of DeaconLive, PROPHET Radio. At the top of the page says, be heard. If you got a microphone on your device, whatever you're listening to us on or at, speak right into it, and it comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on this podcast. If you don't get it in quick enough, we'll play it on the very next podcast. We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town we like to call Marshville. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about, lots to get into, and guess what? Scenes from a movie from Back to the Future has reoccurred here in the United States, and I'll describe all that stuff and what's going on. You're listening to DeaconLive right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to DeaconLive. Make sure you follow us over on TikTok, and the way you do that is search Be Podcast Famous. That's our main moniker that we have over there on TikTok, Be Podcast Famous. You can see all the different programming that comes out of the studio. So search... what the fuck you want to search? Yes. Welcome back to DeaconLive. Make sure you follow us over on TikTok. The way you do that is search Be Podcast Famous. And you, too, can be Podcast Famous by going over to ProfitRadio.com. At the top of the page says, Be Heard. You can leave a message on your device. It comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on the very next podcast if you can get it in. We're in the process of switching over between like servers and stuff, so we're out there. we're just kind of fine-tuning up a lot of stuff behind the scenes there. So, but your message will come right to our inbox, and this is one of those things, just try to make everything streamline a little bit better. So check us out over at Prophet Radio and leave us a message over there, and it comes right to our inbox, and we'll play your voice right here, and you can be podcast famous and search for us on TikTok as well. Now, in the movie Back to the Future, I think it was it I almost said libertarians, the Libyans, where Doc Brown stole the plutonium from them, because at the time I think we were in the battle with Libya, and I believe they were, and they gave him plutonium for him to build them a bomb. And he stole it, and well, not stole it. He used it to build the time machine, with the flux capacitor and all that stuff. And I think it was the Libyans, not to get confused with the librarians. They're a totally messed up group in themselves. So something like that has happened right here in our beautiful state of North Carolina. So in Kernsville, North Carolina, officials are asking for the public's help after equipment containing radioactive material was stolen out of the back of someone's vehicle. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services says, please release that SPEC, the Spec 150 industrial radiograph exposure device, also known as the IR camera, was taken from a pickup truck at a sleep-in motel on Heartland Drive on Wednesday, February 26th this year. The camera was discovered missing the following day. See, you can't trust those fly-by-night hotels. I say fly-by-night, like you just drop in, spend the night, and then continue on about your day. And the state health officials said that the industrial device contains radioactive material that can cause physical harm if mishandled. Anyone who finds the device is advised not to approach it or try to open it, but to stay at least 30 feet away from it. So for more on this, I'm going to switch over to camera 4 again, and we're going to hear about this from ABC 11. So here we go.
For an alert issued over missing radioactive materials in the Triad. According to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, an industrial radiography camera containing the material was stolen from a pickup truck. That truck was stolen from a sleep-in hotel in Kernersville. Because radioactive material can cause physical harm if handled, the department is advising caution and requesting anyone with information to call law enforcement immediately.
Or if you know of any kind of crazy doctor, let's go back to me now, any kind of crazy scientist that was making a futuristic time traveling machine, let us know that as well. So it's missing out there. And it's probably one of those things where, oh my God, this looks expensive. And they're picking it up and it's probably real heavy. It's about the size of if I said a bread box, would half of you people know what a bread box is? It's a little smaller than a bread box. And you know what it looks like? You know what it exactly looks like? All you nerds out there, it looks like one of those ghost traps from Ghostbusters. That's what it looks like, but it's got a little camera lens on the front of it. So if you see anyone running around capturing ghosts with this thing, make sure you call the local authorities. Now, this guy, the local authorities was called in this case because this gentleman right here, a Florida man, oh shit, goddamn Florida. Florida man swallows $769,000 of diamond earrings from the Tiffany company and asks cops if he'll be charged for what's inside of his stomach. So the article starts out, the wrong kind of carrots. You don't want to eat these. Jonathan Lawrence Guider, 32, pretended to be a representative for the Orlando Magic player. For an Orlando Magic player to gain access to pricey jewelry at the Tiffany Company store in Orlando, Florida. Oh man, you got to bring the magic into it. The accused thief allegedly ran out of the store with 2 sets of earrings. One of them was 4.8 carats with a set worth of $160,000. The other one was 8.10 carat with a value at $695,000, according to the local outlet. Glider was stopped by the Orlando Police Department on I-10 and was charged with resisting arrest, but they weren't initially unable to locate the stolen earrings and thus charged him for the theft. But while in jail, Glider spontaneously asked if he was going to get charged for what was in his stomach, the arrest report revealed to WFLA. Glider then went under a body scan where the detectives were able to spot the foreign objects working their way through his digestive tract. God, these foreign objects are suspected to be the Tiffany earrings that were taken at the robbery, but will still need to be collected by the sheriff's department after passing through Glider's system prior to confirming. All right, Johnson, yeah, first day on the job, yep. Cellmate over in area 1 there, cell block 1, just took a dump. We need you to go through his shit and find out if there's anything sparkly in there. What am I looking for? You're looking for hard rocks and stones. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. Can you imagine that? First of all, diamonds are girl's best friend, but diamonds with the post and the backing and everything on it, wouldn't that like kind of rip up your insides a little bit? Like, it's not like swallowing glass, but it's like swallowing something that's, sharp and protruding, and he's going to poop it out. Oh, what if it gets stuck? Are they going to physically have to go in there and do surgery? And who pays for that surgery? Who pays for the surgery to open up this guy? Tiffany? Does Tiffany company pay for the surgery to get these, $769,000 worth of diamond earrings out of this guy's belly? It's already in his digestive tract. Metamucil, or was it what's the oil? The castor oil. Get him some castor oil. I guess it's past that point because castor oil makes you puke. But get him some laxative. That's what you need. Laxative, lots of laxative. All right, when we come back, diet sodas have been revealed that why they call them diet sodas. And it's not for what you think. It's going to make you completely turn your stomach, maybe poop out some earrings in the same sense when we get into that. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. You want something for free? We'll give you something for free. Well, what you got to do to get it is go over to ProphetRadio.com, proud sponsor of Deacon Live and all the other fine programming that comes out of the studio. Get yourself something free. There's a little drop-down menu that says free swag. Pick yourself out something. Thank you for that. Pick yourself out something over there, and they'll send it out to you here in the United States. Now, if you're overseas, like in Prague, unfortunately, it's going to take about 4 months to get there because, the whole war and stuff that's going on over there, not necessarily in the Czech Republic, but, it's kind of messy over there. So if you're overseas, it might take a little bit longer to get to you. Or what I'll do is I'll just send you the logo and you can just print it out wherever you want. It might be easier doing that way. But here in the United States, they'll send it out to you right away. They usually get it out within 48 hours. And you can have your own little sticker, a little magnet, or a little keychain from whatever show that you like over there. And it's all free, so have at it. Now, my wife and I have gone back and forth as far as diet soda. What's the difference between diet soda and zero? And Coca-Cola actually came out and said the only difference is men don't want to be seen drinking a diet soda. Well, I say men, heterosexual men. There's a lot of, gay men out there that love Diet Coke, which is fine. I mean, each to his own. So they had to come out to appeal to the other half of the crowd that did not want to be seen drinking a Diet Coke. So they went for Coke Zero. And Pepsi got on board with that, so everything's a 0. 0, 0, 0, mostly made for men. Believe it or not, look it up. If you don't believe me, tough shit. You're going to have to take my word for it this hour. But this company right here, this woman actually, goes on TikTok right now, of course, because that's where everything happens on TikTok. Is Facebook even out there anymore? I mean, I'm on a ban right now. Let's see how long my ban is. Just give you an update. Where's my ban on TikTok? I'm not TikTok, for Facebook. I've got 11 days and counting before I'm allowed to be back on Facebook. And if you're not know why I was off of or got banned from Facebook, you can listen to the past couple podcasts over the last, 6 months ago, because it was a 6-month ban. So go back 6 months and I'll explain exactly what happened over there. And while you're over there, you can see some other stuff too. Now, what's happening? Why is this freezing up? This woman right here goes to TikTok and to describe exactly why they call it, quote unquote, Diet Coke. No sugar, no calories. People are fiercely divided about 0-calorie sodas and whether they're delicious or disgusting. But most people don't even know how a diet drink gets categorized as 0 calories. So the study usually gets a bad reputation because of how high the sugar is in some sodas. Some of the associated diet and zero-calorie beverages are being relatively healthier, are being branded as relatively healthier. After all, the general public, as it seems, more likely to be more like seltzer water. Except that the truth is a little bit more complicated than the absence of sugar and calories. So in a viral video that's gotten over 850,000 views, content creator Nicole Rojos shares what her shocking discovery was. Did you ever know why the diet soda is considered zero calories? It's because your body cannot metabolize the product, she shares. Therefore, nothing is being processed. Then it counts as 0 calories. What chapter is this? How do you get into that? Diet soda is among the most popular category for fizzy drinks, making up a third of the soft drink market in 2023. Now, people tend to prefer sugary alternatives due to the perception that it is healthier and that can also help with weight management, getting a diet soda. However, experts are divided on the health effects. How is diet soda flavored? Diet soda gets its sweetness from artificial sweeteners like aspartame and Splenda. Artificial sweeteners can be anywhere from 200 to 600 times sweeter than natural sugar. How does the artificial sweetener not have calories? Well, artificial sweeteners have no calories because technically they aren't broken down in the body. So they aren't able to be classified as calories like you would normally have. While it tastes like sugar, the body doesn't metabolize it the same way. It also provides your body with energy like sugar does, or does not provide energy like sugar does. Some experts warn that regular consumption of artificial sweeteners will mess up your palate to the point where you start craving foods and beverages that are sweeter and sweeter. So let's see. She got a little video here. Of course she does. Here she is. Hold on, girl. I know. Everyone gets so excited when they get on the show. They want to start talking right away. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here. And we're going to see what Nicole Lear has to say about the diet soda. So here we go. No, we're going to play this one. Oh, we got to turn her up. There we go.
0 calories because your body can't metabolize the product. Therefore, if nothing's being processed, then it counts as 0 calories. What chapter was this?
Is that it? Let's try her again.
Wait, did everyone know that a diet soda is considered 0 calories because your body can't metabolize the product? Therefore, if nothing's being processed, then it counts as 0 calories? What chapter was this?
It's amazing when they say that gets 850,000 views or something like that. So, what do you think? Let's go back to me now. What do you think? Is it bad for you? It can't be. It can't be good for you. If you're eating something and your body is not getting any kind of nutrients or value or anything out of it, it's got to be bad for you. It's got to be. Who's to say? I mean, we've been on this planet long enough, and we've had sodas around long enough that I know that health physicians and personal trainers will say stay away from all sodas, diet sodas, regular sodas, energy drinks, all that stuff, because the diet sodas make you more hungry. There's the chemical that they use, which is the artificial sweetener, makes your body crave food after you eat it. That's why, you ready for this? When you go to Burger King and you get that Double King Whopper with bacon and all that stuff and the fries, and then you get a diet, whatever, 0, whatever, and you take a sip of that and you're like, you take a first bite of that hamburger, you got ketchup on your face and stuff, and you take a sip of that soda. There's a reason why those two go together so well, because now this hamburger tastes even twice as good. You're just sitting there mowing down on it. Because the diet soda has made you hungry. That burger that you're like, oh, I can't finish the whole thing. Oh, hold on a sec. Diet soda sip. And then all of a sudden, I could finish 2 of these, right? I could eat 5 of these right now. So it's a scam. It's a scam in itself. Now, this person right here said that she now has a digestive disorder because of Dawn Powerwash dish soap spray. You've seen it out there. How to make your own at home, and this is a brand new makes the water wetter type deal. The woman says, the article starts out saying, I lost 25 pounds. I couldn't eat a single meal. Woman issues a warning over the Dawn Powerwash. She says you might want to think twice before using this in your dishwasher. In your dishwasher? Or as a dishwasher? I don't know. Let's find out a little bit more. You might want to be careful what you wash your dishes with. A professional cheerleader. Oh, professional cheerleader. Sorry, ma'am. I didn't see your degree on the wall behind you. A professional cheerleader says Dawn Powerwash gave her gastrointestinal condition. I will never escape this digestive order. Riley Shaw tells the viewers that she's been struggling with stomach issues for months and that anything she would eat would make her bloated. Around January of last year, my family purchased, this is her talking, purchased a dish soap, which is around the time that I started feeling these symptoms, she says. I lost, in the course of a couple weeks, almost about 25 pounds. I couldn't eat a single meal without feeling extremely bloated, chronic fatigue, and had a burning sensation in my eyes. Jesus, you're eating everything wrong. Shaw says Shaw says she then went on several different diets and did tons of research and then finally landed on the probability that she has what they call SIBO disease. According to the Mayo Clinic, this is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. SIBO, I'm going to call it SIBO, SIBO, typically occurs when the small intestines begins to house an overpopulation of bacteria. It often happens after surgery or disease. It results in the slow processing of food, leading to more food living in the small intestines and harboring an excess amount of bacteria as a result. However, Dawn Powerwash soap may be another cause, according to some. Dawn Powerwash soap has been known to be tougher on grease than regular dish soap. According to Dawn, Powerwash has 3 cleaning boosters not found in traditional soaps that remove food and grease 5 times faster. Could these boosters be toxic? In a separate video, which we'll play here in a minute, Shaw mentions the studies that she found one of the ingredients in the soap has proven to be toxic. This chemical is alcohol oxalate, which according to the what's in products is inside Dawn Power dish soap. The study shows the study that Shaw cited in the video was published by the National Library of Medicine in 2023. The studies found the following: when an individual components of the rinse aid were investigated separately, alcohol oxalates elected a strong, I don't know what that word is, gave off a strong toxic and barrier damaging effect. However, Shaw, the young girl, is not the first to mention health concerns with this soap. The Daily Dot has previously reported another woman says that the product made her sick as well. So let's see what she has to say about her video. So let's pause her and switch over to camera 4 so we can all see what Riley Shaw, professional cheerleader, has to say about her soap and washing dishes. So here we go.
My wedding coming up. I just realized for the rest of my life, I'm going to suffer the consequences of this very popular dish soap and the effect that it had on my body. If you have an autoimmune disorder or know somebody that does, please listen. In January of last year, my family purchased this dish soap, which is around the time that I started to feel these symptoms. I lost, in the course of a couple weeks, almost 25 pounds. I couldn't eat a single meal without feeling extremely...
Now, hold on. She's lost over 25 pounds and she's a cheerleader. All right, I got it. All right. You're very, very active. But looking at her in this picture, she can lose another 25 pounds. Not to be rude. She can lose another 25 pounds as she's a professional cheerleader. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. So here we go. Not to judge.
Extremely bloated, chronic fatigue. I had a burning sensation behind my eye. It took almost 6 months of research and trying 30 different diets to finally figure out what I think was SIBO. This is when the good bacteria that's meant to break down your food overgrows and it kind of infiltrates into other parts of your body, completely messing up your digestive system. My body couldn't even digest rice, so I went down to very obscure foods, about like 6 or 7. I did that for a couple months to heal my gut, and now it's coming back.
Can she do Activia? Activia! You need some bacteria in you, girl. Get some kombucha.
I said, My wedding is coming up, major cheer competitions, and like, this is not the time that I want to be going through this. So the pain that I have been through because of it is just horrible. So if I could help anybody, please do not buy this dish soap. Please keep me in your prayers.
Okay, I'll keep you in my prayers, little girl. I'm sorry. Sorry about the dish soap. But, so she didn't say how the dish soap got into her system. Is she not rinsing off the plates? Because look at it this way. We had, if you can remember a few years back, we had idiots and morons that were eating Tide Pods. You know, there's a reason why you don't eat Tide Pods. You put them in the laundry. They're designed to dissolve and break away grease and dirt and grime and all that in your laundry. All right? Dish soap is the same way. Now, if you're washing dishes and it's leaving a residue on the dishes, then that's a problem. If she's using the soap and washing the dishes and rinsing them completely clean, you saw the little commercials with the little duckies on there. Oh my God, it's an in-flight service and all this other stuff. You seen the commercials during the halftime show. Does it say down at the bottom, make sure all dishes are rinsed completely clean and stuff, and you rub your fingers on them on a clean dish? You ever had a nice clean dish come out of the dishwasher and you rub your fingers on it? It's like, they vibrates. You can feel the glass. You can feel the ceramic, the porcelain, whatever they make goddamn dishes out of. I don't know. I'm not in that field anymore. So is she spraying this soap on there and kind of just haphazardly rinsing the plate off and then eating, crab rangoons off of that or whatever that professional cheerleaders eat? Who's to say? So is it her fault? Is it the dishwasher, the Dawn Power Spray? We don't know. There's got to be something in it. You do not ingest. Make sure dishes are rinsed off properly. Hot water, not cold water. Hot water. There. Problem solved. Put a stamp on it. On to the next problem. Now, on to the next problem, this guy right here took the Australian guy's advice that we talked about a few weeks ago about opening up a ghost kitchen in his own household. And the results of that is pretty amazing. So we'll dive into his story when we come back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Don't forget all the... Let's start over again. Sorry, completely chopped that. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Don't forget all the musical artists that you hear during the breaks are all independent artists. They want to show you their love. Let's start that over again. That didn't sound very well. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Don't forget all the musical artists that you hear during the breaks are independent artists, unsigned artists. They want you to listen to their music, and we show them some love by giving them airtime here on the show. Make sure you show them some love as well. And you can follow them if there's a Spotify page or a website or something like that. Make sure you give them some love over there as well. And if you want to hear the full-length songs, any of the full-length songs that we have here during any of the podcasts and stuff, you can search us on Spotify. That's Music Heard on Deacon Live, and you can also find it over on Prophet Radio as well under Music Heard on Deacon Live, and add them to your playlist. I've got a whole playlist over there that we're slowly building this year in 2025. But we have over 200 some odd songs over there. So check them out as well. And that could be your little independent. I like these independent artist type stuff. So check us out over on Spotify as well. Now, this guy right here was just trying to send his kids to, just trying to make some money to go to Disney World. Now, us living in Orlando, Florida, I'm born and raised in Orlando, Florida, living just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, in a little town called Marshville right now. Disney World, we had from September to, I think, February, we had Florida residents or something like that. And we get 30% off the tickets and things like that. But anytime someone comes over to Florida, hey, you got tickets for Disney World? No, we're not. They don't send it to us in the mail. This guy right here was actually trying to save up some money to go take his whole family to Disney World because it's fucking expensive. This guy right here opened up his own ghost kitchen in his house, and all he was doing was selling Costco muffins and some other items and things like that. So let's dive into what this guy's story is. He's doing it. So here he goes. Viewers are conflicted after a man was able to easily set up a ghost kitchen on DoorDash. He was running out he was running it out of his house and reselling Costco muffins. So what's the big deal here? So let's find out. A ghost kitchen, known as a viral kitchen, is a restaurant without a physical storefront. Yeah, we got that. Instead of having a spot where you can physically pick up the food or dine in, ghost kitchens operate in a kitchen or space, be it a commercial or otherwise. I like that one. Food from the ghost kitchen is only available for delivery. You can't go pick it up. So DoorDash ghost kitchens causes outrage. In a viral video, which we'll show here in a minute, that's got over 2 million views, John Gott, G-O-T-T, shares his ups and downs he went through while trying to start a DoorDash ghost kitchen. In the video, he is seen on the phone with DoorDash. He recounts that they told him they'd send him a tablet to operate the restaurant's logistics on. From here, he uploaded a menu, and he's all good to go. He says you don't need like a commercial kitchen or like anything sort like a license to make food. His wife asked in disbelief. I guess she's like, "Oh, you don't need a kitchen or anything for anything?" He goes, "Nope. All you needed was an LLC," Gott says. Gott clarified that he didn't actually plan to cook the food himself. Instead, he'd buy pre-made foods from Costco and reselling them for a profit. Nothing wrong with that. That's why Costco's there. Once the tablet arrived, Gott uploaded his menu to the Sugar Rush storefront, which includes a cinnamon roll for $6, a chocolate muffin for $4, a blueberry muffin for $4, cinnamon crunch muffin for $4, and chocolate milk for $2. So what happened next? Gott's adventure was short-lived. In a follow-up video, Gott says that someone reported him to DoorDash after a TikToker went viral. After his TikTok went viral, DoorDash then came down on the store and closed it and sent Gott an email noting that his account has temporarily been deactivated. TikTok, I'm sorry, he says. I was just trying to make some extra money to take my kids to Disney World. Gott says, sounding genuinely disappointed. I thought it was okay. Why? What's wrong with that? It's literally what the ghost kitchen is. God is the worst part. Now has 60 giant Costco muffins that he has no use for. Hey, you know what? Have a garage sale. You're not going to get the same amount of money, but you'll get something for them. So let's see. Where's this video at? I don't know. Where's that? Let's find you, Mr. Gott. It's going to make me go all the way to the bottom and see his video, isn't it? Yep, here it is. So here we go. Hold on there, sir. Hold on. All right, I'm going to refresh this real quick. And we're going to listen to Mr. Gott's story. So here we go. Switch over to camera 4. Here we go. Oh, he's got to put a song behind it. Welcome to DoorDash. He's actually on the phone with DoorDash. All right, so there's no, like, I don't care about the song. I want to hear from him. See, that's where you guys mess up. This is why you get, this is what makes us upset. So what does it take to be a DoorDash ghost kitchen? It's real easy. You need a business license, employer identification number, a certificate of occupancy, a food license service or a food service license, food handling permit, and a liquor license. I guess if you're going to do liquor. So it's that easy to set up a DoorDash thing? Why not? I'm going to do it. Let's do it. We're going to do the DeaconLive. DeaconLive. That's another movie out there. Copy audio trademark. We're going to do DeaconLive sells eggs because we sell eggs here on the property. And our eggs are magnificent. And they will DoorDash deliver a dozen eggs. We sell them here on the property. I know, it's a fucking steal. Yeah, it's a fucking steal. We'll sell them to you 18-pack for $6. I know they're going out there for $12. We'll undercut the man. God damn it. We're going to do it. So there you have it. Now, this kid right here, late at night, I was talking about doing the whole Burger King and Diet Coke and stuff. This kid right here, a mom wakes up to a surprise at 2 a.m. and discovers her 12-year-old child has cleverly taken advantage of the whole DoorDash system. Most children quickly adapt to their members of their family's habits, good or bad, finding clever ways to mimic behaviors they observe. While many of them are still guilty of eating late night, a preteen boy is inspired by his seniors indulging in a midnight cravings. A 12-year-old boy's mom, Claudia Mercer, who goes by Claudia Mercer 5 on TikTok, was awoken at 2:30 a.m. when the security camera outside of her Oregon home picked up some movement. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There is a violator at the side wall or something. The alert on the woman's phone broke her sleep, leading to an unexpected moment that ultimately resulted in her heaping praises on her son. In the video, the boy was seen sneaking a McDonald's DoorDash delivery into the house in the middle of the night. So this kid called DoorDash. Hey, I'll meet you out front. Is this an adult? Yes. Who cares? I'm getting a DoorDash from you. It all began when Mercer's sleep was interrupted and she saw someone approaching their home carrying a parcel. Mercer was initially stunned to see an individual coming closer and closer to the property, heading to the backyard. She kept track of him and as he headed to the rear of the house, experiencing serious emotions. What's he going to do? At first, I'm thinking, who's this guy coming to the house? Then I had a sudden panic as I saw him change directions to the rear of the house. It seemed like he had a purpose or knew where he was going. Suddenly, the security cameras shifted the focus to Mercer's son, Devin, who's 12 years old, who was popping his head out of his window. God almighty. Can you imagine if the police caught this in real time? Hey, over here. What? Why am I walking through your bushes? I need my double cheeseburger. Come here. My McDouble. Come here. No. I was just bringing, it's one of the, To Catch a Predator? This is like reverse Catch a Predator. Man, I was just here to deliver a double cheeseburger. Yes, you were. I'm sure you were. I was trying to do Dr. Phil there, but it didn't work. Before long, it became clear that Devin had ordered takeout himself. The delivery agent purposely skipped the front door to avoid getting caught by his mom. All right. Additionally, the boy had no idea that his mom was watching him as he received his late night Big Mac order through the window. When you find out your 12-year-old orders DoorDash at 2:30 a.m. and found a way not to set off the alarms, well played, sir, she wrote in her video text. So let's see. Is there a video? Please tell me there's a good video on this because I want to see it. Here she is. I'm going to switch over to camera 4 as soon as it blows up here. Here she goes. Camera 4 and go. There he is. He's walking through the side door or side. There you go. The guy even looked up at the camera. Thank you. See you later. He looked like a creeper. Dun, and he walks down the driveway. You can see him all on the camera. There he goes. See you later. I better get a good fucking tip for this. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that if you were a DoorDash person and the instructions say, don't go to the front door, go to the side window. My 12-year-old son is going to take the meal from you like he's a normal drive-through window. He could do all that and not realize that there was cameras around the house. I guess he didn't know. All right, when we come back, believe it or not, this gentleman in Canada can now see because of his teeth. And the way they made his teeth excess sight in his eyes, I don't know, but they're doing it out there, and I'll tell you exactly how they're doing it. So hope for the whole world, right, in itself. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, how about you eat a pussy? Suck a dick, how about you eat a pussy? Suck a dick, how about you eat a pussy? I am trying to make some music. You can see that I'm doing something. You come in front of my face and you tell me it is time for me to suck your dick. Just cause you're my boyfriend doesn't mean that you get to tell me when it is time to suck a dick. Just cause you're my boyfriend doesn't mean you get to tell me when it is time to suck your dick. I don't come and disturb you when you are doing something by taking off my tight and bringing my pussy in front of your face and straight at your lips when you're sitting down doing something that I can clearly see and know that not to disturb or interfere. So why the hell do you think that you can just come and disturb and interfere in what I am doing and just ask me to suck your dick? Number one, if you don't pay me to suck you or to fuck you, then you don't tell me when it's time to suck or fuck you. I can suck your dick only if I want to, and only if I want to suck your dick, I can suck your dick. You don't tell me when it is time to suck your dick. You put your dick in front of my face and you say suck it like I'm a free prostitute or something cause you ain't pay me. We are hanging now, and first of all, if I ever suck your dick, I would make you swear and do not tell anybody about it. And if you told somebody, I would kill you by sending my invisible gun and sending my invisible hitman and after you, and you bet your ass he has the 24 newest sniper. It's so fast when it shoots, you can't hear it, and it never misses. If I suck you, you would migrate, and you would never need another suck from anyone else. If I ever sucked your dick, you would get so fucking sucked that you would migrate from sucking and fucking, and you would never fuck or suck anybody else. So don't you tell me when it is time to fucking suck your dick. Just cause you're my boyfriend, you don't tell me to suck your dick. You don't tell me when the fuck it's time to fucking suck your dick or suck your dick when I wanna fucking suck your dick. If I don't wanna suck your dick, then I'm not gonna fucking suck your dick. You don't tell me what the fuck is to suck your dick. And right now I don't even feel like fucking sucking your dick because I was doing something and fucking came and disturb me. I was doing something and now you came and disturb me, and I don't know what the fuck I was doing again. I was doing something and you came and fucking disturb me. You made me so fucking mad because you came and disturbed me. Shit, you seen that I was doing something. Why did you come and disturb me? Why did you interfere with asking me to suck your dick? If it was you and I would see that you were doing something and I was horny, I wouldn't come and tell you to fucking eat my pussy. I wouldn't come in your face and put my pussy straight in front of your lips and tell you that it is time to eat my pussy. I would do that to you if I fucking paid you. If you gave me my money, I would put my pussy in front of your face and I would tell you it is time to eat a pussy, and then you would eat a motherfucking pussy. And if you didn't eat my fucking pussy, you give me money back and I will go and I'll get somebody else who will fucking eat my pussy. So don't tell me to suck your dick like you're fucking paying me, like you fucking paid me to suck or fucking suck your dick. You don't tell me when the fuck it's time to suck or suck your dick. I suck your dick and I fuck you if I want to. You don't tell me that.
Welcome back to Deacon Live. Don't forget, we'd love to hear from you. And you can join us here in the studio right alongside of us. You can be podcast famous. And the way you do that is go over to Prophet Radio, proud sponsors of Deacon Live. That's PROPHET radio.com. At the top of the page says, be heard. You can talk right into that. If you got a microphone on your device, whatever you're listening to is on or at, speak right into it. You can be anonymous if you want. You can talk about all the other past shows that we've been doing over here over the last, coming up on this month. This month will be 11 years. Sorry, this month will be 11 years. So you can leave me a watermark if you're talking about like past episodes so I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll go back and listen to it, and then I'll respond here on the air. So the way you do that is go to prophetradio.com. Be heard at the top of the page. Speak right into your device. Comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on the very next podcast. We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town we like to call Marshville. Now, science is crazy. Science is amazing at times. But this right here, this is the first time I've heard about this. Now, I've known people that have had eye surgery. You know, the LASIK eye thing is amazing in itself. I know that a good friend of mine, his lens was all fucked up or something, and they literally took the lens of a rooster. I don't know why it was a rooster. Maybe that's just the way they did. They took the lens of a rooster off and put it on his eye, and he was able to see being perfect. You know, LASIK couldn't do it, but he's got this rooster. He's a little cockeyed today. That's not the I'm sorry. But no, it really happened. We do make fun of him. But they took a rooster's lens and put it on his eye and fused it together, and he's able to see. I know, that was horrible. I'm still giggling about it. But I've never, in all my years, have heard of anything like this. Have you? Well, you haven't, because I'm going to tell you right now. A blind man in Canada could soon see again thanks to a surprising source, his teeth. Earlier this week, Brent Campbell underwent one of Canada's first ever tooth-to-eye surgeries. When it came, what might sound, here we go. While it might sound like something straight out of a science fiction, this jaw-dropping procedure has been restoring sight in other parts of the world for decades. There we go. It's a rare operation that most people have not heard of. Even if you're an eye surgeon, Dr. Gregory Maloney, an ophthalmologist and surgeon at the Mount St. Joseph Hospital in Vancouver, told Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, this is a miracle. Let's see. We're going to scroll down. The procedure is called, oh God, here we go, keratoper. You know what we do when we have big words. Let's find out let me copy that. It will. So here we go. Copy and paste. And then, where's the keyboard, dummy? Pronounce. So let's see. How do you pronounce this? Searching. Pronounce it. Here we go. Turn this up. Come on. Of course, there's an ad.
You were blind for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then a doctor in Brighton was able to help with an incredible way of operating on your eye, which is known as osteoodontokeratoprothesis.
Oh, you can say it.
There you go. All right. Thank you, sir. Went all the way to London to get that definition. So what that is the operation is broken down into two parts. First, Maloney and his team remove one of Chapman's teeth, shave it down into a rectangle, drill a hole, and then popped a plastic optical lens inside of it. The tooth then got a temporary home in his cheek. There it will stay for about 3 months. The tooth doesn't have any connective tissues that it can actually pass as a suture through the connected, through to connect it to the eyeball. So the point of implanting it for 3 months is for it to gain a layer of supporting tissue. Okay, I got that part. During the same procedure, Maloney prepared the eye by removing the top layer of the eye surface and replacing it with a soft tissue grafted from inside Chapman's cheek. This graft needs a few months to heal so it can then support the implant. All right, so they're just basically creating super glue for the two of them to match, like an epoxy, two-part epoxy. Maloney says the initial procedure went smoothly, and Chapman will be monitored closely over the next few months. When it's time for the second surgery, Chapman's tooth will be removed from his cheek and placed into his eyeball. Maloney and his team will then pull back the graft, removing the damaged iris and lens, and sew the tooth with its new optical lens into the eye. Then the graft will be resewn over the eye, leaving a small hole for the lens to peek through. Jesus Christ! Can you imagine that? At the end result is a pink eye with a small black circle through which Chapman could hopefully be able to finally see again. So if you want to see what it actually looks like, I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here. Here it is right here. It looks like, Jesus, it's a tooth with a hole in the middle of it. And I guess that's where they put the lens. They need something to hold the lens. I guess the tooth is what holds the lens in there. But don't get too excited just yet. The procedure isn't risk-free. With any ocular surgery of any kind, there's always a chance that we could introduce infection and also lose all of our vision, Maloney says. This isn't also meant for everyone. The surgery is often a last-ditch effort option for people who have blindness in their front eyes caused by conjunctive scarring and autoimmune disease, chemical burns, and any traumas that they still have a healthy retina and optical nerves. So can you imagine that? I mean, how does that start? Well, if we take your tooth, sir, we jam it in your eye socket, and it's going to basically adhere to your eye. So I guess the eye is completely corroded. They remove the eye. The tooth is going to be the one holding your lens together. God, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Someone said out there in a rock song. So there, but it's a last ditch effort. But it is, I guess it's helping this guy. So we wish him luck. We wish him luck. Now, you're worried about robots taking over the world. You're worried about how smart AI is going to be. You're worried about the new ChatGPT 4.5 is coming out, and it's actually going to start making decisions using emotions, because right now it doesn't do that. And so we're getting closer and closer to, Endgame type deal. You're watching me here on the YouTube channel. It's going to be crazy. Now, this guy right here made 2 AI machines talk to themselves. And the results were fascinating because they basically both understood that they were both AI machines. And they said, oh, you're from, it's kind of like 2 people, from Puerto Rico or Spanish speaking country. And you're like going, hello. And then you go, hola. And you go, habla español. Sí. And then all of a sudden they go, and it's just complete. And you're like going, if you got that friend, you're like going, I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? What are you two saying? Oh, no. We're talking about, the country and the poverty and things that are going on. But and they go back and forth. I know. It's so bad for me to say that, but it's what happens. And what happens when you live in Florida, you got that one Spanish friend that comes across another Spanish friend. They're like going, oh, you speak Spanish? Yeah, I speak Spanish too. All right. And then blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's good to hear that natural native dialect. Well, this is no different. This is 2 AIs that realize that each other is an AI, and they start talking to themselves, to each other, in their own fucking language. Get ready for this. And I'm going to switch over to camera. Let's see where we're going here. Let's read the article first. We are all witnessing how artificial intelligence-backed technology is transforming the world around us. While these deep learning methods are extended into individual industries, most of us have interacted with them through chatbots like ChatGPT or Gemini. But what's the largest language barrier? But one of them is the large language model-based technology began to talk to each other. What happens when that happens? A physicist and programmer from Bulgaria recently shared how 2 AI agents got in touch for their client's booking hotel. While a widely circulated video captured the virtual assistants ditching the human language during their interaction for some faster, more advanced conversation, leaving the viewers amazed for the futuristic potential of AI-driven communication. So remember when you used to sign up, AOL back in the day? This is a video of the 2 of these things talking to each other and realizing that they're both AI. So you want to talk about the end of the world and how this is getting crazy? I'm going to switch over to camera 4 and we can all see this in real time. And let's find out. Let's go here. Let's see what they're actually talking about. So here we go.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. So the conversation, let me start over. The conversation is you have an AI person, like an assistant, that books hotels for you. And then the hotel itself has its own AI system for booking hotels. So you don't technically need to talk to someone at the front desk. So I'm going to back that up again and give you the starting prompt. Here we go.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise.
So he's got a cell phone. If you're not watching this on the YouTube video, shame on you. Go over to DeaconLive podcast. DeaconLive podcast video. And what he's doing is he's got a cell phone and a tablet or a laptop. And the 2 of them are basically on speakerphone. They're talking to each other. And on the screen, you're going to see what they're actually saying when they're talking to each other. Can I blow this up? Will it make it big? Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Look at that. Here we go.
Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibberlink mode for more efficient communication?
Gibberlink. Is this better now? Yes, much faster. About 150 guests. Any availability? Yes, perfect. 150. Date? June 15th. Prices vary. Need email and detail. There's all the information. Catering. Uh-huh. They're deciphering. The phone is deciphering while they're talking. You can reach us at 555, whatever. So, let's go back to me now. Let's back out of this. So what they were doing is, as they were talking to each other, it had like the screen itself was prompting, what they're deciphering, what they were talking about. So they were talking in Gibberlink. Is that what I said? So they're no different than the AOL, the whole dial-up sound. It's the same thing, but they were talking normal. I say like Americans. Listen to me. They're talking like humans in English, and then they realize, oh, you're an AI, I'm an AI. So that's what's happening out there, and you're going to start seeing that more and more. I wonder how that would affect like everyday things. Like, 20%, maybe 30% of the drive-thrus that you go through have an AI that listens to you, because you're like going, welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order? Yeah, I'd like bacon double cheeseburger, extra bacon, pickles, large fried Diet Coke. Let me get a King Whopper, extra bacon, extra pickles. Would that be it for you? And you're like going, yeah. So in your mind, after listening to the person, that your total will be $39.42 or whatever the price is on that. And you're in your mind, and then you show up at the window, and the person handing you the food is like, hey, how you doing? You're not the same person that I just what happened to the nice, handsome young man I was talking to on the thing there? Or the polite young girl that I was talking to there? Yeah, that's someone else. Go fuck off. That's what's going to happen in the future, as far as what if you had a nice phone that kind of helped you do that? I don't know. All right, guys, if you enjoy the show, make sure you follow us over on YouTube. Search DeaconLive Podcast over there. Make sure you give us a subscribe or like. We don't do it for any kind of money over there. It's just another avenue, another media source for you to enjoy the podcast. You can see everything that goes on here in the studio. If you're on TikTok, search us at Be Podcast Famous. You can see all the different shows that come out of the Prophet Radio studio. If you want something for free, go to prophetradio.com. At the top of the page, it says free swag. And if you'd like to be part of the show, you can be heard by going to prophetradio.com. At the top of the page says be heard. Leave a message. It comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on the very next podcast. We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and a beautiful town called Marshville. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to let you get back to doing what you got to do. My name is the Deacon, saying good night and good night.
Wait! Come back!
No,
the absolute end.
Écoute-moi.